Anyway, this morning we have some pure fun for you, and this is fun. We've been listening to this for, I don't know, what's it on, 10, 12, 11 years, something. And this sweet lady has come every term. She is so loyal to this because she finds the importance of people in your age category. The more they can know about their bodies and what they're doing, the better and happier they're going to be in their life of relationship and the sexual part of that life. She has 2 kids. We used to enjoy the stories of her being in this business and seeing stickers on the car and having to explain to their friends what exactly passion parties were, which was the old company. But she's managed to build a multi-level marketing company, they call it now, and have hundreds of people all over this country selling through her managementship. And so she only earns 6 figures a year, that's all, doing this. And she works her butt off for it, for sure. But 6 figures ain't so bad for a mom who was just trying to find a way to make a buck.
Yeah, and I'll say that these passion parties are really fun. Probably a lot of you have been to one. How many have been to one? Yeah. A few.
Cool.
Not enough.
Yeah. And so you're
There'll
going
be
to
more today.
you're going to get a demonstration of what a passion party is like, because lots of times men never get to a passion party. So you'll know what the mystery is when you're in relationship and somebody you're with wants to go to one.
It's because we're never invited. That's why we don't get to see it.
We don't want you to come.
Anyway, I'm sorry, you're not
finished
done?
yet. Yeah, no. After Dana did her first couple presentations in class, I thought, you know what? This would be really fun. And so I called her up and I said, okay, I want to do the parties. And so she fixed me up with all of the supplies and taught me how to do it, etc. And I did do it. I did it for about 1.5 years or 2 years. I had 3 other jobs, so I couldn't sustain. But
Which really disappointed me.
It was really, really fun, and it's a great way to interact with other women, and it's a great way to share some education. So you're going to get that today.
So let us welcome the distinguished, the lovely, the caring Dana Froneberger.
Yeah.
I'm Dana Froneberger, and I live in Ukiah. And I have been doing these parties for 18 years. And I can't even believe I've said that. It doesn't seem like it's been that long at all. But initially, I had just had my 2nd child, and I thought, well, shoot, my friend invited me, my daycare lady actually invited me to this party. I didn't know what I was up for. But I tell you what, I never laughed so hard. I mean, my cheeks hurt so bad, my stomach hurt because we were laughing and giggling, and I had the experience. I had no experience whatsoever with any sort of toys or anything. I married at 19, and so I just hadn't had any experience with that. For me, you guys were just talking about your experiences with your parents and all of that. I remember being 13 years old and, kind of waiting around. My mom I was the 2nd marriage kid, so my sister and brother are like 10 years older than me. And so I was like 13 and almost going into high school, and I'm like, Mom, are you ever gonna talk to me about sex? And she goes, oh, I figured you learned all that from your friends. Now, being older now, I think, oh my gosh, I was completely opening the door for her to talk to me, right? And what did she do? Okay, I'm going to learn it from my friends. Is that who you really want to learn about sex from? No. Are they helpful? No, because they don't know jack crap either, right? So I went, okay, and that was really it. That was the last we talked about sex. So, and so I think what people do is they, fortunately there's Google now. There wasn't Google then, right? You can learn a lot and way more than you ever need to know. Do not look up wiener disease on Google. That's a joke with my son when he was growing up. We were like, watch out, you might get wiener disease, something about whatever our joke was. And so we looked up wiener disease once, and I think he was scarred for life. He never needs to look up wiener disease ever again. So I think people do. What do? They experiment, you touch a lot, right? You get these good little feelings, and you kind of learn by doing, but because there's this shame side involved or whatever, or, for women in particular, which is why we focus our parties on women, is I think there's just this taboo kind of feeling like they're not supposed to experience pleasure or feel good, or if you do, you're not supposed to share it or share what you want, and that's so slowly changing, thank goodness, okay? But there's many, many generations of women who never said a peep about what they liked and what felt good. And so really it boils down to the purpose of these parties are to educate, entertain, get women together in a small group environment, the intimate, of their friend's living room. And they can giggle and they can laugh, and I can talk openly about things, and they can learn a little bit, because you'd be surprised. Women don't even know about where their clitoris is. Like, that occurs. I'm shocked still at this point of some of the questions I get, which are no dumb questions. But it's shocking to me what people share with me after being with me for 45 minutes in this party environment. So going back, I just had my second son, and I was looking for a little extra money. I needed to make about $1,000 a month to really help kind of make ends meet, because I had 2 jobs before he was born, and then I went down to 1 job, and that was just never enough. So I went to this party, thought it'd be really fun. I hosted a party myself, and this lady required, because she was coming from Santa Rosa, she required 10 people at the party, and I was like, I don't know if who would I invite who has sex, right? I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking, who would I invite that would like this? Well, everybody. As it turns out, we had 50 people at this party. A girlfriend and I, we didn't think we could get 10 people. I met her at this party, and she wanted to have a party, I wanted to have a party, and so we decided to have a joint party. We had 50 people there. Like, you couldn't even see the floor, it was up the staircase, everything. So we had a really successful party, and I kind of went, wow. When the hostess, the consultant, told me what she had made that night, I was like, you just made $1,500, like, in profit, not in just sales. She's like, no, in profit. I was like, oh, ding, okay, I got it. And I haven't looked back. So that was 18 years ago. That's exactly how I got started. I just wanted to host a party and decided to do it. So, so money was my main motivating factor when I first started. However, it wasn't maybe 5, 6 parties in that I realized that's not what it was about for me anymore. All of a sudden, it was really about making these connections with women and informing them, giving them an opportunity to ask questions, be very comfortable, giggle about sex, learn about sex, purchase confidentially without having to go to the store, because like in Ukiah, our store is like dark, has beads in the doorway, some creepy guy behind the counter, okay? No one wants to go in there. You can park out front, or next to the Mexican restaurant. Everybody knows you're not at the Mexican restaurant next door. You're at the store. So anyway, it allows people to purchase confidentially, really ask these questions. And when I walked in this house, I did this presentation, and in the consultation room, which is when people come in one by one and ask questions at the end, this woman came in, and I had never laid eyes on her prior to this party, but she was thanking me profusely for coming, and just really, thank you. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm just here to sell you something, lady, right? That was my thought process at that point. And she goes, no, you don't understand. And she started sharing with me some of the challenges in her intimate relationship with her husband that would, 90% of relationships fail because of finances and sex, right? These reasons are the main reasons why marriages fail. And so she started sharing with me how she had not had an orgasm before, how, she really wanted to try, and she had just been raised that really you just are quiet and lay there. And so neither of them were probably having great sex, right? We want to have great sex. And so she wanted to bring some little edibles and maybe some massage things to see if she could spice things up, because she wasn't really enjoying sex, like it was a duty thing. And so I went, oh my gosh, she is so grateful for me. I'm grateful for her, and she's grateful for me. And so it changed my whole thought process. And so now I really love the education part of it and giving women the opportunity. So that's my main motivation going forward. So the fun is I get to do these parties. Someone just wants to host a party, get some girls together. I show up, I get to be their honorary girlfriend for the evening, and giggle and laugh. And it's kind of like stand-up comedy and sex education all at the same time. And then they go in the consultation room. If they want to order something, they can go home with something in their little bag that makes them a little excited, a little nervous, a little, kind of gets them thinking about it. And then I encourage them to go home and do homework. Okay? Practice makes perfect, and you have to try everything at least 3 times. That's my goal. So you people in the front are going to be my party goers, and what we'll do, just to give you an example, is I'm going to ask some questions. I like to give away tickets. I'm going to do some drawing. I brought some goodies and toys and some samples for you. So if you ask questions, you get to earn a ticket. Put your little number on the back, your secret number, and I'll do a drawing at the end. Okay? So blah, 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 blah. I'm going to explain about parties, how it works, the consultation, how everybody comes in. I accept cash, checks, and credit cards, so you're good no matter what. If your partner said to us the budget, I accept a little bit of cash, a little bit of check, a little bit of credit card. They will never notice the difference. What else? So I just give them the little goals of the party. I thank the hostess, because the hostess gets free products, free and discounted products for inviting their friends over, depending on the party sales. It's like a typical Tupperware party, except our plastic is shaped different. And probably a little bit more fun. Vroom, vroom. So my party people, righty is for rubby, lefty is for licky. So we're going to rub lotions on the right, lick on the left. Okay? And my only real rule is that nobody yuck somebody's yum. Okay, so sometimes I talk about different things, and it may not float your boat, but you don't have to be like, ooh, yuck, ooh, because the person next to you is going, ooh, how exciting, like, oh, ooh la la, right? So we just ask that nobody yucks anybody else's yum. I brought pretty much the tame products here today a little bit. I didn't go too crazy with the butt toys. So you'll have some fun. All right, so the first thing we have to talk about, yay! The first thing we have to talk about is, obviously sex doesn't start, sex confidence, arousal doesn't always start in the bedroom, right? It starts way before that. Who's married? Anybody married in our group? Not a one. Okay. Always blows my mind. Nobody's ever married, and you guys are all young and going for school. That's good. Okay. Well, I will share with you that generally, because I'm a little older, I'm a little bit more experienced, I have grown children, that the people that sometimes come to my parties, even though it's 18 to 80, a lot of them are in their 30s, 40s, married, soccer moms. So sometimes I will talk about him or her, your partner, your husband. Just forget me, and I'll try to say partner as much as possible. Things are changing obviously these days, and I just have a kind of a thing, so bear with me, okay? For married women like me, I will share with you that foreplay starts way before the bedroom. It starts in the kitchen with the dishes and the cleaning up and the cooking, because that is hot as hell, okay? Love that. And so when that starts happening, I realized, oh, boy, you're so attractive to me right now. You're a babe. So, but it starts way before. Men, women, sometimes when we're getting ready, what's the most sexiest thing? Confidence, right? It starts way before, like in the Bath and Body products, when you're getting ready. Sometimes we're getting to jeans weather. Again, I'm married for a while, so when it comes to jeans weather, I'm hardly shaving my legs. Only every once in a while. And but when I do, I'll exfoliate really good, and I'm not give a nice shave, and it really makes me feel good, and like, oh, like I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, and that will radiate into your relationships and the people that are around you. So we have a great line of Bath and Body products. It's not all about sex toys, right? We've got some, we have a men's collection, so I'll talk about the body wash. It's clean, it's shampoo and body wash all together. You guys are so simple, right? All in one. Dana has 27 products laid out in her shower for all the different sulfate-free shampoos and everything, but you guys have 2. How handy is that? You guys are like, combine it, two things in a one. Then you can follow up with some lotion. So obviously we're very fancy with the names. Clean, wash and shampoo. Hydrate, lotion. Spray, body spray, a little bit of cologne. So I'll let you sample a couple different flavors. If you would like, I'm gonna put some on there. You can dab and go if you wanna try. If you don't, just pass it right along. I'm gonna spray inside this cap. These are 2 different scents. Oops, uh-oh, well that's not good. I guess I squished that in the car. I'm gonna spray in that cap so you can kind of smell that. So this is the Titan that's on here, which is the lotion, and this is the District, which is a nice little clean scent. Pass those. So you're feeling good, you're smelling good. For ladies, we have some very important bath products. First off is our Red Bumps Be Gone set. It includes Coochie, which comes in several different flavors. It's a rash-free shave cream, and it's an aftershave protection mist combination. So when you shave with a really nice lotion, it gives you a nice close shave. And so it helps alleviate the bumps and the itching you get when you shave your sensitive skin, like your bikini area, because nothing's worse than like using soap or something in the shower. It's looking okay while it's in the shower after you shave, but when you get out, all of a sudden the irritation starts to come. It gets red, it gets really irritated, and the next day you're like getting the red bumps, and you're trying to like hide behind a plant to get it itching because it scratches, it itches so bad. This is not appropriate in the workplace. So start with the rash-free shave cream, and it will help alleviate those bumps and the itching. When you're done, you spray on the aftershave protection mist, which has calendula oils and some nice essential oils that will help calm the skin, tighten up the tighten up the pores, calm the skin cells, and has a little bit of a cooling effect, which feels really nice as well. Now, say you like to go au naturel. You're kind of a hippy-dippy and you prefer like going whoosh. You got little tarantulas hanging out either side of your underwear. Totally okay. You can use this product too because it's a hair conditioner as well. You just put a little bit of this on the pubic hair, rub it in. Just tuck those babies in on the side because the little tarantulas are all gone, and you can go on your merry way. That was funny, tarantulas? Nobody has tarantulas? Oh, man, tarantulas. Okay, well, moving on. This time of year, we have some extra little fun body. I always like to talk about it because it takes the ghost out of me. This is our Cocoa Glow. It's like a selfless tanner. It's just a lotion you could put on. It processes over 24 hours and takes a lot of the white out of me this time of year, which I love. So I always like to talk about it. All right, next up is our Body Dew. This is our Flirt. It is an after bath oil, so when you get out of the bath, your skin's really depleted and dry. This puts all the oils back in your skin. It will brighten up any tattoos that you have. Tattoo people? Who's got tattoos? Okay, some. It will bring them back to life, and it smells really good. This comes in several scents, but this is the Flirt, so just squirt a little bit on the side if you'd like, and rub it in. It leaves your skin feeling really luxurious, rich, soft. All the oils get put back in. Now, when you're done, you prepare the area. This is called Between the Sheets. Between the Sheets is a very light powder aerosol spray. You can use it on your bed linens. It helps freshen them up. So if you really you got real busy early in the week, you got lucky a lot of times, and you really need to change your sheets by Tuesday, but let's say you're not gonna do it. You need to make it so you can fluff up your sheets, spray it in there, make your bed, and when you get back in, it smells nice and fresh. That's one thing you could do. It also dries up the wet spot. When you're having hot monkey love sex, you are not paying attention to what side of the bed you have sex on. You have sex on yours instead of theirs. Always. Why does it work out like that? Spray a little bit of this on the wet spot, dries it up, lets you deal with it later. Okay? Ladies, you can put it inside your bra if you tend to sweat in there and it gets sticky. You can spray it in your bra and it makes it smell really good and help absorb some moisture. This is our Island Breeze, but it comes in the district, so if you like the men's district scent, it'll come down to you. You can also use that there. It's a super popular seller. I love it. You can use it in the bathroom for bathroom spray, but the wet spot, handy dandy to have that around. Okay, so next up is massage is really important. Massage connects couples together, relaxes them. If you're lucky, the girl won't fall asleep, right, when she's getting all nice and relaxed. Hopefully it my husband always says to me, he's gonna kill me for saying this. He's like, oh, I was kind of like feeling you out a little bit. And I'm like, well, first off, I'm always ready, right? But second off, he's like, I was just like rubbing and giving you a nice massage. I'm like, yeah, and it put me right out. You relaxed me so good, I'm gone. And that was so attractive. So, massage can really put you just in tune with your partner, helps relax. Women, man, we need to relax, okay? We have a lot of things going on in our minds. On any given day, you guys aren't married, but I'm just telling you, for someone like me, we are balancing kids, the house, our job, dinner, homework, bath time, you name it. We've got a million things. You've got relationships, stressors, any kind of thing you have going on. Man, you maybe have this bitch at work that you just really can't deal with, and that's on your mind. But women, we have a lot going on, and sometimes when we get into the bedroom, it's really hard for us to turn off that mind because it's just shh. And it really prevents us from having the best sex possible if we can't just relax, because what is the biggest sex organ? The brain. And we can't turn it off. Now, the cool thing about guys is I think guys, they have it going on because you know what? They can just shut off whatever else is going on in their mind and just enjoy the moment, right? But let's say, for example, if a woman's performing oral sex, the guy's just really enjoying that moment. Every little bit of it. He's not thinking about anything else. He's allowing himself to enjoy, right? But a woman, if she's the lucky one having oral sex performed on her, sometimes she's enjoying it, but sometimes there's still stuff going on in her mind, going on. She's thinking about all these things. Am I taking too long? Do I smell down there? What have I got going on? Blah, 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 blah. Million miles an hour, and we can't just, if we just let ourselves enjoy that moment, man, sex would be so good. So I really try to educate ladies to just be in that moment for right there. The dishes, the laundry, everything else you're dealing with will still be there when you come back, but enjoy this little moment and allow that for yourself. And I think women would really enjoy sex more. You would be surprised how many women come to my parties and they tell me how, oh, I'm too old for that. Like they're too old for sex. Because sometimes I have older, 18 to 80 at my parties, but they'll be like, oh, I'm too old for that. You're too old for sex? Gosh, that's depressing. Oh, I have no more passion. Dang, that's rough, right? You're like not very old and you should really still be having good sex, right? And enjoying it, and you're not. So anyway, women, we gotta relax. So massage can really help. We have fun little massage gloves. They have textures, little flat nubbies on one side, big bumps and ticklies on the other side. It's kind of fun. And you can do a nice little massage with these gloves. I'm gonna flip them around here. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go this way. Okay, so massage can be really fun. There's lots of oils, lotions that we have, but I'm going to show you this one right here. It's called Serenity. It's a really nice lotion. It's cashmere scented. Let me stick out your hand here. not too greasy. Making fire, we saw this earlier, that's what that guy was doing. Maybe you guys prefer a little with the gloves. Wouldn't be unheard of, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get crafty with all those little massage gloves. Maybe you like a little bit of nutty or two. So these are called In Good Hands. Little tipsy, real quick. All right. Going wide, going wide. Okay. Polish off that lotion, would you? If you like that one that's on that thing there. Okay. So massage can be really great. It kind of relaxes people, connects people. You can open up lines of communication by talking about what feels good. Do you like this pressure? Do you like that pressure? I think women just really need to communicate what feels good to them. That's really, really important. And I think sometimes we don't really share. We're given bad feedback. I always say women should be responsible for their own orgasms. And, you know, in movies, what do women do in movies? Feels so good, right? Like right off the bat. Somebody, you pretty much got to work a little bit to get to that point. And if you're giving your partner bad feedback, they're going to be like, ooh, that really worked for her. I'm going to do that again, right? Because, like, your partners want to please you. They want you to really enjoy yourself. They want to be like, yeah, it was the best ever. But if you're giving them bad feedback by, it's not doing you any favors in the future, okay? So definitely give good feedback. And if you're not, okay, true story. My best friend from high school, married, 19, whatever. They were married for 25 years. I did not know this. We hadn't really discussed this part, but she said that her husband loved to go for her ears. Sucking them, sticking the tongue in there, all kinds of stuff. Well, she was not a fan, okay? Not a fan at all. And so for 20 years of the 25 years they were married, she did the dodge, okay? He would get kissing up the neck, and she'd start to hear the, and she would be like, like switch his mind, doing something else. She would redirect his attention, okay, to do something else. And then, so she wouldn't have to. And sometimes she didn't catch it quite quick enough or couldn't divert because then it would be like, okay? So, one year at our World Conference, they had Dr. Drew come and speak to our group. Who loves Dr. Drew? Y'all love Dr. Drew. He is like very handsome in person, actually. Much better looking than on TV, really. He's super cool in person. So he met with our group, and he was saying, 5 words will give you a better sex life. It turns me on when. So he's like, if you communicate those 5 words and follow up with whatever feels good to your partner, you will have better sex immediately. Now, if something doesn't really work for you, say, it turns me off when, okay? It's a little hard to take, but he's like, they want to hear it. So I said, Dr. Drew said that if you kind of use this, and you can sandwich them together and be like, it turns me off when you do this, but when they do this, like, it really works for me. Well, that's good feedback, right? You know exactly what they like and what they don't like. So anyway, I gave her that example. Do you know? Thank you so much. Within 1 week, when we had our next little lunch, she was like, oh my God, it changed my life. How did I not know this? Well, she told him what did feel good, and he stopped doing that. He never went for the ear ever again. So, 5 words to change your sex life. It turns me on when, it turns me off when. Love that. Remember that. So communicate. Now, sometimes we want to get to little edible stuff. Edible things can be really fun. This is a really, I've been digging in here, but this is a fun little lip balm called Bosom Buddy. Comes in several different flavors. Coco Loco, which is like a pina colada. Orange Dreamsicle, which is like a 50-50 bar. And this is vanilla cupcake. Super good. You can just dip in here a little bit and put some on your lips like lip balm. Okay, what's cool about this is great for your lips and your nips. All right? It's also, so you can do, and it tastes like really good lip balm. It tingles your lips a little bit. Well, also it's great for your nips. You can be like driving down the road and be like, ooh. Makes it tasty, yummy, tingles. Woo! Daytime driving lights. And the other thing is, it's a product that will, hate to say it, help speed up a blowjob. Okay? A lot of women don't mind performing oral sex. They just don't think it should last a half an hour. It's not really fun. Sometimes a guy gets really excited and he's like a 3-pump chump. Oh, and it's done. It's over with. But for some reason, when it comes to oral sex, they can last for a long time. Right? That just doesn't seem fair to some women, right? So half an hour later, you're using, your jaw's all locked, you're using your hands, you might be helping. It's just not that fun. So you can apply some of this to the tip of the penis, kind of tingles, wakes things up, tastes a lot better. So like vanilla cupcake or penis? Original penis, vanilla cupcake. Your choice. Maybe you like original penis. That's great. But if you prefer vanilla cupcake, that's all you gotta do. Okay, so Bosom Buddy can be fun. All right. Yummy? You getting the tingles? Think about what it does to your nips. It's good. All right. Now, another fun little thing that you can use, edible-wise. It's so versatile, this one here. This comes in many flavors, too. This is French vanilla latte. So what I want you to do is take a little bit, rub it on your lefty licky, and then lick it. So rub it in, rub, 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 lick. Okay? So this is called Whipped. Whipped is a creamy lubricant, actually. So yes, you can use it during sex. You can use it great for hand jobs because it's more of a lotiony, creamy lubricant texture. So it goes and lasts forever, making fire around the top, right? Okay, so rub this in, lick it off. You can put it anywhere you want, but it's great for hand jobs, masturbation. It is wonderful in the little sleeve, which I'm going to show you later. Joe's favorite. He loves to demonstrate this on you guys. He's been waiting all year for this. So this can be really fun too, because this can help original penis or French vanilla latte. Also comes in cherry bomb pop. It comes in rainbow sherbet. It comes in vanilla cupcake. And, I'm missing one. Birthday cake flavor. Lots of different flavors. Whatever your choice is. We'll come back to that. Now, say you just are out on the prowl and you need somebody to notice you. This is our Basic Instinct. It's a pheromone cologne. Works with your body chemistry. Smells different on every single person, which is great. It's nice because it just really enhances your own natural scent. And it's fun because some people smell vanilla, tutti frutti, maybe sandalwood, amber. So I'm going to put some on. I need your inside of your arm somewhere that you haven't put lotion. Now smell it and smell a neighbor. Smell it and smell your neighbor. And if you give it another 30 seconds or so, it'll blend even more by then. But it should smell different on every single person. That's crazy. So it's a sexual attractant cologne. It's meant to attract others to you by enhancing your own natural scent. What do you think? Who's strawberry? Anybody strawberry? Vanilla? Zebra stripe gum?
Oh, I think zebra stripe.
You smell like zebra stripe gum? Zebra stripe gum over here, you guys. Who doesn't love zebra striped gum? Lots of choices. Okay. Lubrication is so important. Wetter is better, all right? So obviously, women, we can self-lubricate if we have enough foreplay, if we have the right, maybe just we're already wet to begin with, but a lot of times we need just the right little relaxation, kissing, we need some little bit of a warm-up. Actually, we need a lot of warm-up, okay? Lubrication, if anybody remembers like high school sex, it was like quick and you were like, done, right? By the time you get a full stroke in, it was like kind of over by then. But nobody likes high school sex. So lubrication, proper lubrication is important. You know, some environmental things affect a woman's lubrication. It could be her age, menopause hormones, birth control can affect her natural lubrication, prescriptions, all different kinds of medications can do that now. Even though we're drinking a lot of water, we're most dehydrated now than we've ever been. We're more dehydrated than we ever have been, and that can affect a vaginal dryness. There's just so many things. And you know, people always used to think, oh, we don't need lube, I'm totally good. You know what? Like, it is so much easier when you just use a little bit of lube right off the bat, and there's never any risk of tearing or little micro tears that are inside the vagina. If you're having dry sex, like that's the worst, man. If you want to wish somebody really bad, wish them dry sex. Okay? You really don't like somebody, you can wish them dry sex. But don't. For you yourself, use lubricant. It makes it so much easier. These Just Like Me lubricants we have regular and also Maui coconut. Did you guys try Maui coconut? Was that the one, or was it just original scented? I can't remember which one I gave you. Mr. Was it coconut or was it regular? Was it coconut?
Honestly, when I smelled it smelled like nothing.
Oh, okay. So you got the original. We have a really yummy Maui coconut as well. Maybe I'll get some of that out for you guys to sample. So there's edible lubricants. Yeah, we're getting down the bottom here. There's edible lubricants and then just regular. So if you want to have the room smell really good, or you are doing performing oral pleasure, you can enjoy a flavored lubricant. Okay, we're getting to the bottom of this bottle here. Maybe I'll come around. All right, so here's the original. Where did it go? I lost it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so what I want you to do is I'm gonna put some on your fingers, and I would like you to just rub it together. There's nothing worse than sticky lubricant, right? When you put some on and you're like, after like 3 or 4 strokes, that's never good. What I like about this is it dries up with a nice silky texture and re-energizes with saliva or your own natural lubrication or water. So it's water soluble, so it'll come back to life. Here's the little coconut, what's left if you want to try it, but go ahead and just rub this in between here. Oh, these guys are good. They're like giving me the 2 fingers. G-spot. They're like ready. Yes, I like that. You've trained them well, Joe. They've got their little G-spot hands already ready to go out there. So you'll notice if you rub, it's nice, smooth. It doesn't have a scent or anything. This is the original. Oh, it comes in glazed donut. That's the other one it comes in. I knew there was another one, Maui coconut glazed donut. I've seen them. We have it in red licorice, like Twizzlers. Lots of different flavors. Right. Anyway, you'll notice it dries nice and it doesn't get sticky. That's the best. But guess what? Lick your hands again, it'll come back to life. I love that. That's Just Like Me. Same thing with our Seductive Spotlight. It's just a very nice, rich lubricant, all water-based. All right, so sometimes people want to do a little adventure fun. What time do we have until, Joe? I just want to watch my time.
11:30.
Okay. Lots of time. All right, sometimes you want to expand with a little adventure and some anticipation. So you're going to be my guide here. Just So you can experiment with temperature. You can experiment with, oh, he's like, go ahead, give me those hands wide open. You can tickle, you can tease, you can have a little bit of fun. You naughty. You're naughty. Naughty. So you can have a little bit of fun. Thank you. Adding a blindfold, actually, it's a cheap, fun thing you can do in the bedroom to kind of spice things up, add to the anticipation, connect with your partner. Like, playful sex is really fun. Exploring each other's bodies, like, I don't know, sometimes when you add a blindfold, your little devil horns come out, like, I love teasing and like, making them jump, right? Because you can be like up here, and then all of a sudden, wham, down in the inner thigh, or up here, and you can have some little bit of fun with this. This is our tickle and whip, so it comes in black. This is hot pink. And you can do the little cozy cuffs, the little furry cuffs with a little restraints, whatever you want. Paddles, we've got a few little fun little paddles like this, like whack, whack. But adding a blindfold, when you take away one of the senses, all your other senses become heightened, right? So you hear really well. That ASMR, you guys know about ASMR? Cool stuff, right? You can have some fun with that. Maybe do ASMR and a blindfold. Then have your way with them. Devil horns come out. So have a little bit of fun. Explore. Ice, a little edible something fun. Just have a good time with it. Okay, now we got to talk enhancement creams. As I said, women, we need a lot of foreplay. We need like to warm up way early. Men, they're microwaves, man. They can be ready at a moment's notice. The wind blows the right way. Ready for service at any given moment. The wind blows for us and we're like, oh man, it's messing up our hair. Okay? We are like ovens, man. What do you do when you're making a cake? What's the very first thing you do? Preheat. Preheat the oven. And we need lots of preheating. Like I said, for me, it gets my nipple hard when you do the dishes, okay? Like it really gets it rolling. Just remember that. Very important. We need to preheat the oven because we can't, it's all part of that, like taking a really good shower, exfoliating, shaving really good, putting on some sort of silky lingerie, which I can't believe I forgot to bring a piece for you. Lingerie changes, it's not just for your partner. Lingerie changes the whole way we feel about ourselves. Having soft or lacy material against our skin changes our whole demeanor. And it can change a woman from being a crazy minivan driving mama to a naughty little vixen in like 10 times that, okay? But sometimes women have body issues and they give themselves a hard time, okay? They pick out every little thing about themselves. Trust me, guys don't care. They see you in a little something like that, they know where it's headed, and it's not to church, okay? They don't care if you think your belly is like, bulging or your boobs are sagging. Don't care, they're boobs. Men likes boobs, itty boobs, okay? So try that, getting that all prepared. And then sometimes we still need a little bit of help because on average, I think the average sex is like, 5 to 7 minutes on average of actual intercourse, right? Well, women, we need a lot more than that. So that's why we got to go first. We have to go first and get ours, and then you'll get yours, right? But sometimes we need a little bit of help, okay? So we have these enhancement creams. All it takes is a little pinky nail size on the clitoris. Rub it around the clitoris just a little bit. And this will give you a kickstart, gives you, bless you, a big head start. So a little bit on the clitoris. It takes a few minutes. It warms. It starts tingling. All the little vaginal area brings the blood flow to the area. The heat will kind of warm up. It's cool. It's hot. It's cool. It's hot. You don't really know, but you don't care because it feels so good. And then the heat travels up to the vagina, releasing some natural lubrication, which is always good. And so the O, there's two different kinds. The O is like a cream. It's unisex. It's actually flavored like vanilla cupcake. Why does it need to be flavored? I don't know. You're only using a little bit of a pinky nail size, but it's good to know just in case you want to use it on the head of the penis around the opening, right? You can put some there, a little lick around, have a good time with that. Sensationalized for the penis as well. This is AMP. Now AMP is like clitoris crack. It is on crack. And it's more of a gel, so it gets into your system faster. It's a more intense, it's more hot, it's more cold, it's more everything. If you are the kind of girl that's like, go for the AMP, okay? I always recommend ladies, just be a little dirty bird and kind of put some on, even when you're just getting up in the morning. It will put this little bounce in your step. You got a little party in your pants going on. It doesn't have to be just before sex. You could just be like, ooh, yeah. Again, you have that bitch at work that you're dealing with that is just, bitch, please. Take 5 minutes, go in the bathroom, come back out. Your whole mood has changed. It's not bothering you at all. No problemo, right? Anyway, more intense, more frequent orgasms. It really gets you going. It gives you that. Because if we don't have the proper preheating, this is what happens in the exchange when you're kind of like checking the temperature, feeling how it's going, like is there going to be a possibility tonight? He might come up to you and go, whatever your thing is, hey, you think you're going to get lucky? Whatever your little thing is, right? Everybody has their little thing. And you have a split second, ladies. It's going through your mind. You have 10.2 seconds. You're thinking about 27 things, and you go, do I have a headache? Do I want to? I don't know. I'm 10,000 miles away from an orgasm right now. Do I want to do the whole dog and pony show if I'm not for sure going to get an orgasm? I don't really know. Oh. So you're thinking about all these things, and then you say whether, I have cramps. Or you might be like, yeah, okay, all right, let's go ahead, right? All it takes is a little bit of this on the clitoris, and you're thinking, it's pretty instant. You're like, let's see where this goes. Ooh, there's something going on here. Okay, oh. Yes, let's see where this goes. Because eventually, here's the thing, you really enjoy sex once you get into it, but there is that thought process of, am I going to go through the whole dog and pony show and not get my O on the other side? Sometimes it's okay and you have a good time and you're enjoying yourself together and the connectedness, but sometimes you just really want it. You want that big O, for sure, and you need that big O. So this can help. So that's the AMP. All right, getting to toys. You ready?
Yeah.
Check out some of them out. All right, so toys are not meant to be a replacement. They're meant to be an enhancement, right? They are great for a girl who's trying to figure out what feels good so she can communicate that with her partner, figure out what areas feel good, what different kinds of vibration feels good. It's good for the single girl that, just wants to be safe. It's good for couples, of course. We're not trying to replace you, but sometimes we need a little bit more pressure, a little bit more sensation, a little bit, I have a girlfriend, she just needs like all areas stimulated at one time. So it's a lot of things to do for that guy, but a toy can really help because it can give you that extra stimulation, the extra, she can do that too while she's making it work, while they're making it work together. So it's just really handy dandy to help speed up. On average, it takes a woman 22 to 24 minutes, okay? That's a long time of sex. So sometimes you need something that's just gonna help shorten it up a little bit. Maybe we're not getting the right kind of sensation. 85% of women can't achieve orgasm without clitoral stimulation, okay? So vaginal orgasms are much less common than obviously clitoral orgasms and G-spot orgasms. So sometimes you just need an extra little pressure on there, okay? This will help shorten up the 22 to 24 minutes if you're getting added sensation. So there's lots of different toys to choose from you can use. This first one is called the Premier. Oh, first off, I want to tell you, when I first started 18 years ago, the toys pretty much, that's what everybody had, right? They were all battery operated. So half the time when you pull them out of the drawer, you couldn't use it because it was dead or whatever, or they died right in the middle of your fun playing. 2, they were loud as hell. The neighbor, the kids, everybody knew what you were doing when you brought that little rabbit thing out. Thirdly, they had like animals. Beavers, elephants, dolphins. But I remember there were so many beaver heads on toys because the red light districts, it's considered art, right? So China can export these because it's considered art when it has an animal on there. So they would export all these toys with beavers, like little clitoral beavers with the tongues coming out. It's like really weird. So everything you'll notice is very pretty that I'm going to show you. Technology has done wonders for sex toys since like Sex in the City. Everything is kind of pretty. Everything is rechargeable, I'm showing you today. Everything is whisper quiet, okay? You can be very discreet. And because they're rechargeable, anybody's a commuter. Just plug right into your USB. They're good to go. So I brought lots of different choices to play with today. So the first one is called the Premier, and it's very small. It's handy dandy. It's a finger vibe, so it's good. It fits your finger, any size finger. You can put it on in there. It's great. A girl can learn how to DJ, practice her DJing. It's nice because those positions that maybe you aren't getting clitoral stimulation in, but you need it, like doggy style, you can have a little extra clitoral stimulation while you're being penetrated doggy style, or any kind of position really, but it's so handy. It's amazing for headaches, muscle aches, clitoris aches, whatever aches you got. So you can always test them on your nose. Your nose is very sensitive. It's the most closest sensation that you have out besides your clitoris, so you can try it on your nose to vibrate. That's always a fun little thing. Okay, next up, if you want something that's a little bit bigger, more powerful, these are all water resistant or waterproof that I'm showing you too, which is nice, so they're all bath friendly. This is the Kaya. Kaya's handy because it's very palm ergonomically, fits for your palm. It has these two little, I'm going to call them flippers because they're very soft. So normally I demonstrate this with like a cup of water and it looks like a jet ski behind with the water swirling like that. So this is a fun little bath friend, but it's also good for ladies that don't like direct clitoral stimulation. Sometimes we don't want it right on the side. We want it just on either side. So this is a really handy dandy one. It's got multiple speeds. That one has 7 speeds, pulsing, vibrating patterns, as does this. And it's nice because this one actually the whole palm does, so you can cover the whole labial area here. Check out the little flippers as that comes around. Now, there's all different types of toys. This one is called the Opening Act, and it's handy. It has 30 speeds, okay? Both ends can be used. This is like a nice little massager. Oh, yes. Like the ads. Little face massager. You can use this spot for the G-spot if you'd like to curve up with the lumps. You can use this externally, internally, lots of different choices. All of these textures are silicone, so they are non-porous. They're actually food grade. You could eat them and it wouldn't kill you. Like, I don't know why you'd want to eat them. But anyway, just to know, so they don't, old toys back in the day were that jelly material and they would pit and they would discolor over time when you use lubrication or just your own fluids or whatever. And so it's really nice to have these, which are silicone, they're non-porous. So have fun with this. I'm going to give you a couple of different little vibrating textures here, pulsing patterns. That's the Opening Act. It really does make a good massager. Now, the G-spot. my two people, I really like that. 2 inches in, 2 inches up. Don't ignore the G-spot. Who knows? Oh, I'm going to give some tickets away. Who knows good positions for the G-spot stimulation? Nobody knows a good position? Huh? Cowgirl. Specifically, what cowgirl?
Reverse.
Reverse cowgirl. Really gets the stop. Pass that one back. Make sure to put the number on these. Okay, G-spot stimulation is incredibly important. There are these, you can have a bigasm, a trigasm, which is having 2 areas stimulated at one time. So the G-spot and clitoral stimulation is awesome. You know, there is a P-spot. You guys talked about the P-spot?
E-spot?
Mm-hmm. The backdoor spot.
Nope.
Really does exist. Try some different areas of stimulation at one time. I challenge you to have a trigasm, ladies. Okay, so this is called standing ovation. It's got a curved tip, curves up for the G-spot with a nice fat little head to stimulate that area. 7 different speeds. You can go ahead and play with anytime the little wavy button, you can press that one and it changes all your speeds. Again, water resistant. You can take it in the shower or the bathtub. It's submergible, which is handy. Has a nice little fat clitoral. It just makes a little vaginal hug, like, oh, feels so nice. G-spot and clitoris. Oh, who doesn't love that? Sometimes ladies come to my party and they say, I don't know, my boyfriend wanted me to buy something for him to use on me. I don't know what to do. What would I do? And they're thinking like they may want something like that standing ovation. Well, that's really not what they want, because if they use something with a clitoral stimulation on it like this, well, first off, let me just go back. Sometimes guys think this is what you want. Okay, this is really not what you want. Okay, you need some of this and all kinds of other areas, right, stimulated. When you're a single girl or when you're trying to achieve an orgasm playing with toys by yourself, you really probably do want a clitoral stimulation because most women need that. But when you're with your partner, this is really handy to have because they can do all they want. And you can be stimulating other areas and it's really nice and oh, I need a back rub too, okay? Or a foot rub. So I recommend something like this, which doesn't have a clitoral stimulation on it, right? Nice and smooth. You can practice your on it. Put it on the side of your cheek. Okay, lots of different fun things you can do. 7 pulsing speeds and patterns on there. All right. This is kind of fun. So, you guys watch that movie, The Ugly Truth?
Yes.
This is the Awesome Sauce Ugly Truth toy, okay? So that movie was like 20 years old, first off. So things have changed a lot with technology. This is called our box office, and it's a panty vibrator. So it literally goes like this, and it magnets around your thong or your panties. So it stays in one spot. Has a fun little remote control that works for up to 32 feet away. I know you do. So it is so handy dandy. And the fact that it's rechargeable and this sucker has power. I was shocked. Let's see if it dances. Let's see if it dances. Woo! Are you guys catching this? So, I think you can get creative and crafty with this. Of course it's great if, let's say you're not using the remote control and you're just home having sex. Okay, great, it works too. You can use it in your panties, you can use it, it is so darn powerful, like really try it on your back. But, control that. play with the buttons, see what you think. All the different speeds. It should change. Anything? Anything? Are you getting anything? Yeah. No? So anyway, you could have fun 32 feet away and have a great time. That's called the box office. That one's a keeper. It really, really is. Okay. Now we have our primal. So people are like, what the heck is this? Kind of going off the reservation from what you normally see, and you're thinking, what do you do with this thing? Well, this has like 27,000 different uses, actually. You just have to get creative. And I realize I gave me one of my things. Okay. So, you have to get creative with this. So this is called the primal. And primal is really fun because it actually has little motors in each one of these tips. And this also has a motor. So it's very powerful vibrating spots. They work independently, so they can go like this, like this, like this, a million miles faster. Or you can use this for stimulation. It has nubbies on the one side, and you'll notice it's kind of curved, interestingly, as well. So let's just start with number one. Number one is, it's great. It can go and stimulate your nipples, his or her nipples, if you like added nipple stimulation. Number two is, let's pretend it's kind of put around a penis. So if this were going into the girl, it would stimulate the clitoris here, and also, what else here? The balls, okay? You can also flip it like this. So if you can't handle the balls, it's too much, you get a little bit on top, but then this goes in like this on the vagina, so it's getting the lower labial area and even a little bit of the back door for her, right? You can now wear it down. Same thing. On top for him, tickling the back door for her. You can use it the other way. There's so many different uses. So this would be where her clitoral is with the nubbies and also getting extra stimulation here. So many different choices. Like, I mean, heck, you could wear it as a bracelet. I'm not even kidding. During masturbation, this thing will vibrate your entire hand. So if you want to add a little bit to your oral sex, you can do that as well. It's very powerful. Try this one on your nose. All right. Next up is our double feature. The double feature's handy. It's a C-ring. And the thing with the C-ring is it helps maintain your partner's erection between 5 and 15 minutes longer than they normally would. Okay? By putting some pressure around the base of the penis. The blood goes in the penis through the center and goes back to the heart closest to the skin. So when you put a little bit of pressure around the penis, more blood goes in and stays there, then goes back out. So it helps maintain the erection a little bit. There's an added optional feature for the balls with the second one. So if you want to, you can just use the first. If you're so, I mean, it's very stretchy, don't get me wrong. Like, it's plenty big. But if you think you're too bigger for that, then you can always go for the second one. Okay, but you'd have to be really big to give you any added stimulation. But some guys don't really like a ton of stimulation. It's really for the girl, and that's okay too. So anyway, it has these little nubbies on here. It turns your partner into Superman. So I like to explain to the ladies that this is really handy. Let me get this with some lube here. I'm going to show you, when I come by, give me a little vagina. Okay? I'm going to show you, I want you to feel how much sensation you feel up your entire arm. So this would be your vagina. whole sensation. I'll switch up my speed to give you a really.
I wouldn't have just been like twitching.
Change up my speed for you.
Yeah.
I need a vagina. Give me the
There we
vagina. You should feel it up your whole hand. So your whole vaginal area will be stimulated by this. And rub it. This is the Just Like Me, so you'll notice it dries up nice and silky without being
Feel the vibrations through my hands.
All right.
Dude, I'm really taking a big
It's really great. I mean, sticky lube is such a pet peeve, boy, I tell ya. But it's nice when it dries up without being sticky. Okay. Next up is our big kahuna. This is really awesome. I think it's an amazing toy. It really, really is. This is called our main attraction. And our main attraction's awesome because it's got a nice flexible shaft, a fat tip with little nubbies for the G-spot area. Now, and a really nice flexible clitoral stimulator. Because not everybody's parts are all in the same spot. Not everybody's extra stimulation spots, the good ones, are all in the same spot. Women have tilted uteruses, they have all different kinds of things. But just in case you didn't know, does anybody know how many nerve endings you have on your clitoris? On a clitoris? Yes, thousands. No, 8,000. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry, you're right. I'm sorry, I was thinking about something else. I was like going, oh! Okay, do you know how many, you get a ticket for that, thank you. Do you know how many are in the first 3 inches of your vagina?
The same that are on the back of your hand.
52,000 in the first 3 inches. But guess how many after that? None. That's why childbirth, that's the way it is. Yeah, so that's why they say size doesn't matter because you have 52,000 in your first 3 inches. So picture your first 3 inches, okay? Shake hands with the main attraction when it comes by and you'll see on your palm how nice it fits and it curves up against your G-spot and it has a very powerful clitoral stimulator. 2 motors, so it's really, this is only halfway. Can you see? Wow. It's only halfway. Check this one on your nose. You can try it there. Woo. But anyway, shake hands so you'll get to see how nice, powerful. It will vibrate the entire vaginal area, which is awesome. A little bit of lube and you are good to go. I'm not even going to turn it on full blast. That might scare you away.
Maximum over.
Okay. Last but not least is Joe's favorite, so he's going to come around and do it to you. Woo! Okay, so this is the hand jive. Okay, it's part of my BFF kit. My BFF kit comes with some of the whipped and also the hand jive. So it's a nice little edible fun. Now, those nights you don't feel like putting out, you don't mind doing a little something for him, but you're just really not feeling it. Maybe Aunt Flo's visiting, whatever. It's just not time, right? So you go, okay. So you strip him down naked in the middle of the bed, and you go, oh, honey, it's okay. I'll take care of this. Oh, yeah, okay. Just look, enjoy, right? Ooh. If you're smart, you warm it up in the sink for a few minutes in hot water. So when it comes out, it's nice and warm. It maintains its little heat. And then you can do your making fire. You can do a little twisty on the head. It has nubbies on the inside, little ridges. And guess what? This flips inside out. So if you like this little snaky texture that it has here, you can flip that inside out and have that on the other side. Your choice, 2 ladies, no waiting. Okay, so if you're a big gagger, right? You only have to deal with the top because you can lick the top, hand job the bottom. Okay? Just do a little squeeze action. You can play helicopter. It's amazing how big it looks when you put this piece of plastic on it. Doesn't it look big? But it's really very small. But look how big it is. Okay? Now, the best part,
Pop that one downstairs.
when the toes start going, and he makes that face, and you know it's like over, she swallows it and takes it for the team so you don't have to. I know you want to give me your fingers. Go ahead. It takes it all. I know. Yes, everybody thinks, oh, it won't fit. No one's loving. She'll take it. She'll take it. You're using up all my finger. Just one finger. So I can make it the rest of the class there. Woo! Picture it warm. Oh, baby. Oh, yes. So hot. All right, Joe. Now that I made it all looby. All right. Where do I leave off? There we go. Oh, yeah! All right, lube you up and you'll be good to go. Okay, so fun we're having at school.
Oh boy.
Okay, so that's what I brought to show you today. I hope you had fun and learned a little bit. I want to ask some questions because I want to give some tickets away so we can give away some goodies. So, questions about me or my business. Oh, let me tell you this really quick before we get started. This is my website, Romance is Fun. There's catalogs if you want to take those home. They're older, but they still have my website and everything on the back and still show quite a bit of our products. Here's my website name. Now, what's most important for you today, I always get asked, every time I come, do you have any product with you? Well, guess what? I don't have product with me. I do at home, but for until Monday, I am having an epic flash sale. Like it's gonna be the Pink Friday of toys and good Bath and Body products. So, if you're on Facebook and would like to join Dana's Epic Flash Sale and Inventory Blowout, you will find it on Facebook. If you register, I'm giving away drawings the whole time if you participate. Yes?
How would you guys be able to host a party if you wanted to?
Just call me. Okay. Yeah, we'll set one up. So I have products up to 70% off this weekend. So that's huge, okay? Really, really good deals. Yes?
You said you've been doing this for 18 years, right?
Yes, I've been doing this
So
18
is there
years.
any products that you say that is your favorite, or that is discontinued that used to be your favorite?
Okay, so the question was, after 18 years, do I have any products that are like my favorite? And really, I don't like to talk about me at my parties a whole lot because really I want people to experience themselves and what they like and what floats their boat. However, of course I have little favorites, and I'm really bummed out that I left we have these little hot heart massagers. They are reusable heat pack massagers, and they get hot, and they're the best things ever. And I boiled them last night because that's how you get them ready to go. And I left them on my counter today. So I would have showed you that. That's one of my favorites. I love this body dew, wherever the after bath oil is. Love that. Love the lubrication. Love the amp. But you could use a little too much. You can. Yes.
Is there anything that you don't make anymore that you would say that's your favorite?
Oh, there's lots of things. Lots and lots. 18 years, you can imagine. Yes, sir.
Where are the sex toys produced?
I'm sure China. Yes. Well, for me, the most popular sellers for me are obviously what Joe's passing along. Women do not like to do blowjobs. I do not know what the deal is. Like, that is a really top seller for sure. We do have our little heartthrob set, which is the hot pack massagers I told you about, which I absolutely love. A ton of that, a ton of the shave cream, and the aftershave protection mist, because like red bumps are a problem. And let's see, what else? Like, I sell a ton of the main attractions. Yes.
Do you guys have a lot of the candles?
Ooh, the massage candle. Yes, we have this massage candle that melts to massage oil. So if you've ever thought about dripping hot candle wax on your partner and thought that was a great idea, it's not. It sounds really good up here, but if you want to like burn skin off, because it burns at a much higher temperature, but these soy wax massage candles we have burn at a lower temperature and it's warm. And you can pour it on the skin. So yes, the candles are very popular. Yes. I don't. I thought about it. There you go. But some people they pass it to you back. Yeah. Because I live just like one day away, it takes really quick. People just call me. But I thought about it. But some people don't use as much lube. You know, like sometimes they go through dry spells. Yes.
Do you guys have vaginal healthcare products?
Yes, vaginal healthcare products. We have everything from Benoit balls to dilators. Like people that have cancer, women that have cancer, and they get radiation, their tissues become very fragile and tight. And so we even have vaginal dilators because they have to stretch themselves back out. Lots of different, there's a whole section. Yes, sir?
You guys do the men's fragrances as a package deal?
There is on my special. If you join my group, there's big deals, like big deals. Yes?
Can the amp be used also for males? Or
It can. They just feel most they will feel most of theirs using the O. Yes.
do you have any hyperallergenic products?
Yes, actually. You can pass that to that, honey. Yes, we have a line of Pure Naked products, which are all natural and unscented.
Are any of the toys connected to an app?
Oh, okay. So they are not that we have now. We did have one that was connected to an app, which is really fun because I used to sell a lot of them called the We Vibe. It's a great product, actually. We don't sell it with, our company was Passion Parties and we got purchased, so we got acquired and Passion Parties no longer exist. But we did sell that and now it's a great, the We Plus 4, the We Vibe Plus 4 Plus. And it has an app. And so someone that's across the world could actually control your sex toy, which is neat. Yes.
What kind of cleaners do you guys have?
Oh, cleaners, I forgot to even mention it. I do have it here though. So we have a Come Clean cleaner, which is really nice. It's very important to clean your toys. Proper care and lubrication is so important if you have a toy. You spray it first, wipe it, then use it. Why? Because dust collects, hair collects, fuzz collects. And when you're done, spray it, wipe it off, and it's good to use the next time you want to use it. So it's super simple, lasts a long time. It's like $14 for this bottle. Anybody new questions? No.
What's the average lifespan of the toys?
Oh man, these toys last a really long time. Those old toys back in the day, they always like to say 6 months to a year, but I think these have a much longer shelf life, but they aren't telling us to say a certain number. Yes?
I have like a few questions if that's okay.
Lay it on me.
How often do you host parties and what's your position within your company or who do you report to?
Oh, so because it's multi-level marketing, We don't really report to anybody. We are our own business owners, and then we have consultants we work with underneath. So I have someone that's technically above me, but she's not as active as me. So really, we're our own independent business owners. How many parties do I do a month? Well, normally I do about 2 to 3 a month. Really not too many, just because it fits my family's lifestyle. And so that's kind of about how I do per month. Was that it? Did I cover them all? Okay, yes.
Like, if you wanted to, like, because I know there's all sorts of this type of thing that's not necessarily, like, related to, like, toys, but, like, with this type of thing, how do you get started? Like, do you contact the company and say you want to sell, or do you?
No, just one of us,
Okay.
and we get you onboarded. It's pretty super simple. Yeah. There's a really great kit sale this weekend, too. Yes?
How long do most of them take to charge?
Oh, okay. When they come out of, they're like a phone, so when they come out of the box, they actually have a charge on it. However, the full charge, the first time, used to charge it for about 4 hours. Yes?
Is the sale on Facebook or do you do it on the website as well?
The sale currently is on my Facebook only. Yes?
If you don't mind me asking, what are the startup costs for this?
Oh, their start in the, like about $200. You get about $600 worth of products and stuff, and then you can spend up to, I think, $600 or $600 for $2,000 worth of product. So it's not too bad. It's a good deal.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new kit price because they bring out different kit sales and different things. So I haven't seen the new numbers, but it's right around $200, $300, $400. Yes.
As an employee, do you get discounts if you wanted to purchase products?
Well, I'm not an employee, I'm an independent consultant, so I actually get a 45% commission. So anything I want to buy for myself, I get a 45% discount. It's good commission. I think, like, for as far as multi-level marketing goes, it's very generous because, like, a Pampered Chef person, I think, makes 20 or 25%. Some makeup people make a little bit more, but yes.
Do you make enough to get yourself a car?
Oh, I've earned the car. Yes, I've been
You
a
earned
car
the car?
achiever. Yeah, I've been a car achiever for 10, 12 years probably, maybe even longer.
Same car?
Well, they just give me a monthly bonus, a stipend, so I could buy whatever I want. So I drive an Expedition, a SUV. Yes, ma'am.
It's kind of a general question, but
Yeah.
down the road, using lubes, will that ever like mess with anything? Or are lubes totally normal?
Well, I think, like, if you were trying to get pregnant per se, like, they really, like, there's rules, like, if you're trying to have the best shot of getting pregnant, they'll tell you not to use any lubrication because that could stop the flow of semen or sperm. But for the most part, you know, if you don't know, your vagina flushes out and your rectum flushes in, so that's why you need a handle. Anything going back door, just remember that. But, can you pass that back? Sorry. I think lubrication is pretty normal. Now, for people that are super duper sensitive, I would stick with unscented, unflavored. If you were very sensitive, you'll know you're very sensitive, and so you'll have to figure out what works best for you. But I think they're all very pH balanced. One last little ticket. Who wants it? Nobody? Okay. All right.